I had to start off with a smile. Hello, hello, hello. I meant to grab the lipstick. Let me get my door. Zaria! Don't mind me, y'all. I wanted to get this lipstick. I wanted to promote my friend. Can you go upstairs and get that lipstick that's on the counter for me? Of course it is, but you'll be okay. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Happy terrific Tuesday. Happy tantalizing Tuesday. All of those good words, good things. Hopefully, you had a great start of your day. Hey, in the bathroom on the counter. Listen, it's Real Estate Tuesday. I usually go over what's going on in the Memphis market and some other things, but I had an interesting conversation. Hey, hey, hey. Now that's a world-renowned photographer on my line. What's going on? Get up with Chapter 8 Studios. I had an interesting conversation, this morning with my University of Arkansas family. And we were talking about good evening. We were talking about, this new housing initiative that's going to be put forth on May 1st. And there was a lot of debate in there for it. Yes. And I wanted to discuss it with you all because I don't know if you know those that are getting into the housing market. No, I didn't ask you to touch me up. I just asked you to bring it to me. Thank you. I don't know if it's anybody's about to get into the housing market. This is some good information for you. So share this information, share this video to your friends and family because I'm going to break it down a little bit. But I wanted to highlight my friend first. Her name is April, and she sells this beautiful lipstick that I have on. It's called A Lachelle. I know it's kind of backwards on here. And when I tell you, listen, I don't like matte lipstick, but this is a great product. It's an awesome product. I just wanted to shout her out. But anyway, let's talk about it. So what the problem was, I wish I could have played the video, but my one of my friends sent me the video of Egypt Sherrod, and she was talking about how the new housing initiative is going to basically penalize those that have a 680 credit score and above for having a higher credit score than people that have a lower credit score and giving them, more access to affordable housing, right? So now the thing is, these are for government backed loans. And, there are other loan products out there that can combat this problem. Do I condone penalizing people that are financially responsible? No. What about you? Do you feel like people that have been financially responsible should be penalized, or should they have to pay more because they chose to do the right thing? Let me hear it in the comments. So, those of you that are about to get into the housing market May 1st, this initiative is going to take hand. So if you have a 680 or above, you could pay more for your mortgage, between 40 to 120 dollars more on your mortgage. So for this initiative, and what it's called is the Americans Job Plan. And what is the American Job Plan? So it aims to create jobs and improving infrastructure, because we don't, we need infrastructure. These roads are terrible. For the United States. As a part of the plan, the administration wants to invest money in making housing more affordable and accessible for all Americans. Specifically, they want to build and fix up a lot of homes and apartments, especially areas where it's hard to find affordable housing. I think this is a good idea in retrospect, but with the government, you gotta follow the money, and you have to see what is the actual plan for this, because you already know it's some type of underlying situation going on. They also want to create affordable rental housing to help people who are struggling to pay rent. So they plan on creating jobs for people who build and fix up homes and apartments, and it will also help families save money on housing costs so they have more money to spend on other things. Hmm. Spend on other things, you say. So you make the housing affordable and they have more room to make more debt. Hmm. Well, because nothing in here tells me that they're going to teach these people how to be more financially literate and be able to keep their home. And that's what's missing for me. Um, some of the pros for this program, it says increased availability of affordable housing, which is needed. I'm not saying this is not needed, but the educational part of it is missing for me. You can teach, you can help somebody, and you can give somebody something. You can give somebody a home, basically, because that's what they're going to do. There and a lot of people have a low credit score because of the fact that they've hit hard times. I've been there. I was off with my daughter when I was pregnant for a year and a half, and I didn't work. So my credit got really bad during that time period. So I understand bad things happen. But my whole thing about it is help these people get a home. Yes, I want people to be a homeowner. Where is the educational part of it though? Because you want them to have more money to spend. That's the key word. See, I'm a wordsmith. I used to be an English teacher for 15 years. Now I'm a real estate professional. Excuse me, and a financial literacy educator. And my point of this is I don't mind them doing this initiative. We need affordable housing, but where's the education piece? There's nothing in here that says they're going to teach people how to be more responsible with their money. Because if they have more money to spend, what do you think they're going to spend it on? Do you think they're going to invest it? No, because they don't know how to invest it. Do you think they're going to use that money for savings? No, because they don't know how to save. Are they going to use that money to pay off debt? No, because they don't know how to pay off debt. So I want affordable housing, but I want the education part to be in it. That's where I come in, I guess. Right? So they want to improve infrastructure. Infrastructure does need to be improved. You know, all these roads raggedy and the bridges are raggedy and these potholes are killing our cars and our tires and everything else. So this initiative, the points of this initiative is a good thing. But like I said, it's going to create another problem. It's going to create a problem, or I should say create another problem. It's going to mask the problem and then it's going to boil up and boil over. Because if you don't teach these people how to manage their money, how to keep a home. That's the point. There's nothing in here that's teaching people how to keep a home. If you have poor money management skills, it's going to be hard for you to be able to keep your home because you don't understand that there are expenses involved when owning a home. Yes, home ownership is obtainable. Is something that you should do beyond just the American dream. It's the building generational wealth for your family, but you have to learn how to manage your finances in that because there are things that come up when you're a homeowner that you have to pay out of pocket. The things that your landlord pay for, you will have to pay for. So you have to set aside parameters to be able to buffer those things. Homeowners insurance, of course, that's a must, and a home warranty is a must. But you need to make sure that you're reading your coverages and making sure things are covered. You need to know how much it costs to repair your roof and how long it'll last. You need to know the age of your roof when you're buying a home, so then you'll know when you will have to buy another one. Because homeowners insurance and a home warranty won't fix that unless it's something that happens, natural disaster. That's it. You need to know how much your plumbing replace your plumbing will cost. You need to know how much it costs to replace electrical. You need to know how much it costs to replace foundation. And you need to know how much it costs to replace HVAC. Nothing in here is telling me that they're going to teach these people this, but they want them to have more money to spend. And that's the problem that I'm having is the education part is missing. Because you need to know the age of your major components of your house. I just told you 5 of them. So foundation, roof, plumbing, electrical, and HVAC are your 5 major components of your house that you need to know how much and the age so you'll know how much to save. So what you do is you take however long that it takes for you to so for a roof it's probably like 15 years. So you'll take the cost of a roof divided by 15 years and then you will have how much you should be saving a year. And it's a minimum. It's so minimal. It's not even that much. So, and you'll put that in a high yielding savings account on top of that. So that it's making more money. You don't put it in a savings account that's only getting 0.2% now or 0.1%, 1 cent on a dollar. No, you need to get into a high yielding savings account that's 4, to 6%. Okay. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is off. Let me turn it back on my Instagram. So you need to make sure that you are understanding your costs, right? 0.0001%. Understand the cost of those 5 things. And if you understand the cost of those 5 things and you prepare and you save that minimum amount, I said it takes 15 years to replace the roof. Found out how much it costs to replace your roof, divide that by 15, and that's how much you need to pay. To save. That's nothing. Somebody do the math for me. What's like if a roof costs 10 grand to replace in your home, right? What's that? What's that divided by 15 years? 10,000 divided by 15 years. That's how much you need to save for your roof. If an electrical costs 8,000 and electrical really doesn't need to be replaced that much. Okay? 666, then you just divide that by 12 months. So you divide that by 12 months. 666 divided by 12. So then you'll know how much you'll save a month for your roof if it's 10,000. So um it has some good things in this plan, and I'm grateful that they're doing it, and it's also going to reduce housing insecurity because a lot of people are living with other people. Okay, so $555.50. Okay, five. I can't get it out. $55.50. That's how much you need to save every month for a roof that need to be replaced in 15 years. If it's $10,000, if you can't save $55 a month, you need to check your finances. Okay. So, find out how much those major components cost, how long it will take for you to replace them, and do the math and save it in a high yielding savings account. Now, those of you that are thinking about switching careers, think about it too. See, you got to look at the underlying thing and you got to play the game the way it's brought, right? So a lot of these service jobs, factory jobs are going to be obsolete because AI, robots are going to come over and take over that. They need more people to build this initiative, these homes that they want. They need electricians, plumbers, welders, general contractors. They need these people. So those of you that are in service industry jobs, factory jobs, you need to be trying to go back and get a skill because it's about to be some money flowing in these industries because they need them, especially in the electrical industry. They are a shortage of electricians right now. I forgot the number, but it's a short of electricians right now, and they're saying that they're going to be in the even more shortage in the next 5 years. Go get this money. Stop waiting on the government. See, the thing is, this is a government program, but you got to see the money in this. You have to see the underlying thing in this. How can I make money from this? They're going to need me. They're going to need my hands. Robots are not going to be able to do electrical work. They're not going to be able to do welding work. They're not going to be able to do plumbing work. They're not going to be able to do construction work. So if you're in a service industry, you're in an industry where AI is about to take over, you need to be taking a look at these trades that they're trying to steer you away from. You need to start looking at welding, plumbing, electrical, general contracting, all these high dollar jobs. They're dirty jobs sometimes, but they're high dollar. But electricians don't hardly, once you become a master electrician, they hardly do any work. But they get the paid the most. Electricians are the cleanest people I've ever seen when they go to work because they need them and there's a shortage. So take advantage of what this initiative is telling you. They are saying that they're going to be creating jobs for these related fields. But if you don't have the skills, you're going to be left out in the cold. So take this time right now to go get these skills because they're going to need it. And as an investor, I'm going to put my investor hat on. You have to understand that you could get money too by helping them with this initiative because they're not going to be able to spearhead this by themselves. They're going to need people with boots on the ground, especially in Memphis, Detroit, New Orleans, all these places. They got all these abandoned homes, abandoned lots, and dilapidated housing. They're going to need people with boots on the ground to do that. They're going to give you the money to revitalize these neighborhoods. Memphis and Detroit and New Orleans are already doing that. Get in contact with your chamber of commerce. That's the thing. Like, you have to follow the money. Anytime government regulation comes down, you have to follow the money. What can I do to enhance myself and my family with this right here? Those of you that are getting into the housing market, this is going to affect you May 1st. But that's a government, like I said, let me go back to what I was saying before. The new is called let me get it right, American Jobs Plan, which is initiatives to help affordable housing. But within that, they are basically making people that have a 680 credit score or higher pay more for their mortgage than a person that has a 679 or less. I should say that. Okay. They're trying to make homes more affordable. Okay. I don't think that they could have left that part out of it, as I don't understand that. But this is just for government backed loans. If you have a 700 credit score, you don't have to use a government backed loan. You can go get a conventional loan. But that's what they want us to think, that the only loan products out there are these government backed loans, USDA, FHA, VA, Freddie Mac, all of these. There are so many other loan programs that you can use that still has down payment assistance. FHA is not the only loan product that has down payment assistance. Get the education. It's out there. You have banks giving 100% financing. So it's not going to matter regardless, but you have to have some savings. So those of you that are thinking about getting into the housing market, that's what you're going to be up against if you're thinking about a government-backed loan. But you don't have to get a government-backed loan to get assistance. So one of the cons of this American Jobs Plan is cost. This is one of the main concerns about the American Jobs Plan's housing initiative is cost. The plan is expected to require significant investment, and there are questions about where the funding will come from and how it will be distributed. Some people worry that the cost of the program could be too high and could lead to higher taxes or other economic challenges. It's going to be an economic challenge, for one, because you're giving homes to people, basically, that don't have the financial literacy in the first place to handle their finances. That's the problem. Where is the budgeting? Where is the debt payoff? Where is the savings? None of this is mentioned in this initiative. Nothing is mentioned about educating the people. And just like one of my friends said in my clubhouse room today, Jennifer, she said, Why are we still waiting on them to educate us on this? It's out there. It's out there for us to have. It's out there for us to get. It's out there. You can go to Chat GPT right now. It's ask Chat GPT how to create a budget. And if you get real slick with it, you can put your numbers in there and do all of that and put the right prompts in there. It'll create it for you. There's no excuse, especially if you don't want to pay nobody to do it. But if you need the coaching, you need the help, I am definitely here for you to help you do that. I just coached one of my friends in Detroit. She's a homeowner now. Took her 10 months. It would have took her 6, but she had to save some more money to be for her program. And that's the thing. All I did was do the research. That's all I did. That's all we have to do. I'm here to educate. I am. But I need you all to want to receive the education. Be open minded about the education. Get out of the mind blocks and the way that we were taught about what finances really are. And understand that if you don't play the game, you're going to be left behind. You're going to be left on the sideline. Learn how to play this game. Now, I just broke down this government initiative and I told you how to get money from it. And this wasn't in the plan that I'm reading from. The plan is not telling you how to get money from this. The plan is just telling you what the plan is. But I just told you 2 ways that you can get money from it. Those of you that are in the service industry, factory workers, those jobs that can be replaced by these robots, go get a skill. They're going to need people to help build up America again with the infrastructure. They're going to need people. They're going to need the welders, the plumbers, the electricians, the general contractors. They're going to need all these people. And it's a lot of money out here for you to get. You think they're not going to pay? They're going to pay. And investors, they're going to need help. They're going to need boots on the ground for these housing initiatives. You think they're not going to pay you for building up these homes? They're already doing it. Memphis, Detroit, and New Orleans are all have initiatives that will pay you back money for building up neighborhoods, and you also providing jobs. So you can think of the government giving you a handout, but they're giving you a handout, but you better go get these skills so that you can afford to play this game. That's the thing. So they're saying it's going to be some implementation challenges because building and fixing up homes and apartments require a lot of coordination and planning, and it could take time to get the program up and running smoothly. Yeah, because guess what? They don't have a lot of people to do these skills. And then they're saying zoning laws, construction permits, and all of that. They're going to combat that part of it. Of course, there might could be some potential fraud or abuse. People are going to abuse the program. People are going to try to find a way to fraudulently make money. I just told you 2 ways you can make money illegitimately. And it could impact the housing market. It could, because it's an influx of construction that could impact the supply and demand balance. The more supply, and the less, demand, you know, prices go down. The more demand and less supply, prices go up. So if they're going to put more supply in, they're going to have the demand. Now, they're taking away the people that are having higher credit scores. So this is the fear mongering that happens because you're not getting the education. Okay? You're not getting the education part of it because these are government backed loans. So they're trying to steer people away, scare people away from buying homes and doing all of that. But you can still get assistance with uh, another loan product. These are just going to affect the government loans. So, it's going to be, you just have to look at it as how can I win in this situation? And how you can win still is not letting them bait you in to get these homes and you don't have the financial literacy education to keep your home. That is the problem. That is the problem at hand here. Because it's going to be a problem when you have this initiative, and it's a great initiative to help people, but you're getting people the the advantage of skating by once again without the proper education. And you don't think that they're going to default on these loans when they haven't been taught how to manage it properly. A house is an asset. You have to manage an asset. You have to be able to manage your finances. I just told you how to combat the things that could go wrong as far as structuring your home by finding out how much those individual items cost, how long does it take it to be replaced, dividing it by the year, and then taking it and divided by 12, and you will have how much you need to save a month for that each individual item. I did an example about the roof, $10,000 for a roof. Usually have to be replaced in 15 years. You take that 10,000, you divide it by 15, you get the number, and then you divide it by 12, then you know how much you need to save a month. That helps you combat it. So then when you have to get things done, you stay in the house and the house is run down, your house won't be run down because you got the money saved in a high yielding savings account. So just educate yourself. And like I said, read the article. It's called the American Jobs Plan. I should have pinned the website. Oh. But you can go to whitehouse.gov. And it's called, like I said, the fact sheet is called President Biden. It's called Fact Sheet: President Biden's budget lowering housing costs and expands access to affordable rent and home ownership. So they have a plan in place, but are you ready for it? You have to be ready for something like this. You have to be ready to take on what this is saying, because a lot of people are going to get lost in the sauce of it all. Because yeah, they go like, oh, they're lowering the requirements for home ownership, and I'm gonna be able to. They already lowered them. They're already low. You can still get a FHA loan for 580. You just have to have you're not going to get down payment assistance, but you can get a house. And a house helps your credit score. But do you have the financial literacy to keep the house? I'll wait. Yeah, what it costs other people? Of course, taxes gonna go up. Taxes gonna go up anyway. Inflation. Anytime the government try to help the quote unquote poor, it's always the middle class that suffers. I wouldn't say suffer, but it's always the middle class that takes the hit. And that's what it is. But do you know where you stand? Is the question. Do you know where you stand on this matter? How do you feel about it? Should people that have higher credit scores be penalized because they were financially responsible? Sound off in the comments for me. But this is only for government-backed loans. So if you have a 700 credit score, go get you a conventional loan. Go get some other loan products. You can still get the 100% financing and all these different uh, first-time home buyer programs. You want a lower credit score anyway, and you don't want nothing backed by the government, regardless of the fact, because they're going to, well, they claim they're going to lower the PMI. But still understand that you don't have to get a government-backed loan to get the incentives that you need to buy a home. You don't. So yes, the FHA program is going to penalize the people that were financially responsible, but refinance your loan and get a conventional. If you're already a homeowner and it affects you, if you get that letter in the mail, you might already have received it. and you get that letter in the mail and they say they're going up on your mortgage or the interest rate is going up or whatever, then go see what your refinancing options are to a different loan product. You just have to know, like it's a whole fear tactic. They just giving you some of the information, but if you go do your research, you will understand that you don't have to succumb to a government backed loan to buy a home or to keep your home. Know what other products out there that fits your budget, fits the scheme and what you want to do. And then also learn your amortization schedule and make those, if you make a sacrifice for 1 year, you can cut off your mortgage 7 to 15 years, depending on how you pay. And you follow the amortization schedule. The amortization schedule shows you how much your interest payment is, which is way more than your principal, and your principal payment is. So all you do is whatever that schedule is, of course, you're going to pay your regular mortgage payment. But whatever that schedule is that's on that next line for your principal payment, you just add that to that payment. So for example, if your interest payment is $950 and your principal is like $250, you will just pay the extra $250 for that month's mortgage. And guess what? You have eliminated that line. So when you eliminate that line, you basically eliminated a month. And once you keep doing that, you're going to eliminate years quicker. So it's ways around this situation. You just have to know the rules of the game. But I'm done. It's 9 o'clock at night. Class is over. If you want more of me, you can definitely click my link in the bio on my Instagram. And I can coach you all across the country, not just in Memphis. I know if you need a realtor in your area, I know plenty of realtors. If you want to get your file together to be prepared to purchase a home, I can coach you to that. I've done it. If you are willing to be disciplined, if you're willing to follow the plan and follow instructions. Point blank, period, poo, if you want to say it like that. But you have to follow directions. You have to follow the plan and you have to trust the process. Don't trust me because I'm not going to have your money, but you have to trust the process and trust yourself to get out of this fear that cash is everything, this and that. Yes, you have to have cash, but credit is king. So you need to understand that. I can coach you to have that credit score and that file that you need to get your home or to start your business, to start your business credit, whatever it is. So my link is in my bio on my Instagram. My link is attached to my Facebook at the bottom. And on my YouTube, my link is in the description section. I want us to win. And in order for us to win, we have to be rich in knowledge so that we can be wealthy in our pockets. Okay? I need to coin that. Rich in knowledge so you be wealthy in your pockets. Don't steal it. Don't steal it. It's mine. No, I'm just kidding. I love giving this information. I love educating people. So, with that being said, I bid you adieu. I'm about to watch a little basketball. Probably gonna fall asleep on it, y'all, because I'm tired. But I gotta do some reading and some things before I go to bed. Yes, I do read. Readers, readers are leaders, or leaders are readers. Yeah. So I do that, and yeah, let's go get this money, and I can show you how to do that. Have a blessed night. And they got into the clubhouse room, Lord.